welcome to the Unbreakable Hearts channel.
Well, hello there, YouTube people. What is going on with you all today? Yeah, I'm coming here via satellite to talk to you about moving on. Moving on can be whatever it is you want to make it. It can be very, very, very simple, or it can be very, very, very difficult. And the way that you know which one it is how you feel about the situation. Did that person serve you like you served them? Did they love you the way that you loved them? Did they betray you when you didn't betray them at all? Did they laugh at you behind your back and tell a lot of gossip about you that wasn't really even true? Did they make some kind of issues and tell stories? Did they lie to you every chance they got? Did they cheat on you? That's all red flags, and you should notice them. If you don't, there's nothing that I can say for you. But if you can tell what they are, then you already have your answer. This is absolutely the truth right here. You know the old quote that says, some people are in your lives for lessons and some for blessings. Well, there's two types of people that can come into your life. Those that are attached to you. Those are very, very toxic attachments. And then you have people that are assigned to you. God assigns certain people to certain other people. And whenever you get with the person that's assigned to you, they're going to want to go all out to help the relationship strive. If they're not looking to do that, then they're just an attachment. They're just in it for whatever they can get out of it. It makes a lot of sense. So you have to determine and really think hard and really look into your discernment. What I mean by that is you need to, use your higher self, your not your low vibrational self that just makes voracious mistakes and doesn't really even think about what they're doing. You want to use your highest self and say, look, how can I benefit in being with this person? Is there any benefit at all? If you cannot think of one little thing that benefits you by being with them, then they are not meant to be in your life. They are just a seasoned person. It's kind of like a football player, You have football players that are traded around to different teams and stuff like that. And, they come into a team. They stay for a season, and then, they fulfilled their destiny within that team, and then they get traded off to somewhere else. Not because they were good, but because they fulfilled that reason that they were traded for. And they get traded away again for other players or what have you, And it's just like that, There are people that come into your life for nothing more than what they can get out of it. I truly have had these situations before. They were just in it until you no longer wanted to give to that situation, or they felt like you couldn't give to that situation anymore. And so they very quickly escorted their way out of your life. And you should consider that a blessing, because there's no way on earth you should be with somebody that really doesn't give a rat's behind about you. If they, if they are not with you, then they were never for you. It says that in the Bible. Those of us that are supposed to be with somebody, they will stay with you no matter what. And those that are supposed to leave the whole scene, they won't stay with you. They're just around to see what they can get from you, basically. That's all their interest is. What can I gather from this person? What, maybe it's a material items or money or whatever. They want to get all that they can from you and just bring you back to the level you were once at. But don't let that happen, You have the ability to stand up for yourself and say, I don't deserve this. I love myself way too much to allow somebody like that to come back and destroy what I've just got done completing. Do you want to go back and learn your old lessons again? Because that's what's going to happen. Those people will never change. They will wake up 40 years from now, and they'll still be the exact same person that they were 40 years ago. They're just not going to change. They can post on their Facebook how brilliant they are, how they have certain things wrong with them, but they're a good person, Who does that? Only somebody that's lost in this world. They, and it's true. They think so highly of themselves that they don't really even stop and think, if I've had all these situations in my life and nothing is going right, it must be me that's the problem, I have been there. I have done that. Oh, woe is me. I guess I'll never find the right person. Blase, blase, blah. But my biggest problem was that I always took women that were from another country and, less fortunate than myself, because I had really big feelings for them because of that, trying to help take them out of their situation. But in doing so, I only hurt myself. And I couldn't feel sorry for myself. And I was tired of trying to feel sorry for myself. So I was determined that no matter what, I'm going to be different, my sister made a comment years ago to me. I think she used Kristi Yamaguchi, the ex-ice skater. And it's a very good example, because I needed that, There are Asian-looking people that were born right here in the United States, so they have the mentality and the abilities of knowing what the United States is all about, because they're American, just like I am. They just don't look like, me, or somebody that has ancestors that have been here ever since, And you can't always help somebody that's from another country come here, learn our culture, expect them to, blend in with everything that's going on, and our attitudes and everything else, and expect them to become like you know, with the same culture and everything else. You just can't expect that. My very first wife is from the Philippines. When I met her, she was only here for like 2 years, 2.5 years. And, you know, she wasn't really adapted here at that time. Now she is. I mean, she's been here now longer than she was in the Philippines, you know, but she's 59 now, and she'll be 60 in June of next year. I mean, it's just hopping right along. Anyways, you know, she was 20 when she got here. So, you know, that explains it right there. You know what I'm saying? It just explains it. You know, so 84 would have been the year that she came here, you know. And she was only able to come here because she was just under 21. Because at 21, they already consider you an adult, and her brother was 21, and he wasn't able to come here for like 6 years after they got here. But he's been here for quite a long time too. I mean, he's been here since 91. So, you know, that's the way it works. But in any case, to get back with it, then my second wife, I felt really sorry for her. She was from Honduras. Her husband was killed. And, you know, she had 3 kids, and she hadn't seen them for ages. And, you know, I felt bad for her. So I married her, and you know, at first it was a very loving situation, but then it just became toxic. And, you know, I'm not going to say it was my fault. I'm not going to say it was her fault. We both had our faults, and, you know, we just fell apart, you know. It was not her, it was not me, okay? We just didn't jive with each other, and you know, that's just how it worked. And then I ended up getting online and trying to get with girls from other countries, and that just didn't work either. So I'm gonna settle and do what my mother actually suggested it too. My sister and my mother were together when they talked to me about it, and it makes sense, you know, because even if a girl is Asian, if she's born here in the United States, she's going to be a lot different than she is from another country. And I have to deal with their culture, they have to deal with mine, and this, that, and the other thing, and I just don't want to do that anymore. But getting back to the moving on part, if that person just doesn't suit you, is not for you, has given you red flags since the day that you met them, or not too long after that, it's time to bail out. And it can be very easy, just as I just described. You know, too many differences already is a red flag. You have way too many differences, it's just a red flag all the way around. And you should take it as a red flag and move on from that situation. And you know, that's pretty much it. You know, moving on can also be difficult because maybe you put all of your eggs in one basket and you were expecting something brilliant to happen between you and this person, and it never came about. But if you think less about it and just, you know, put your mind into something else, don't try to medicate yourself by doing drugs or drinking or something of that nature. That isn't going to help you. It'll just it'll create an illusion that, you know, is not healthy for you. And don't sleep around with 15, 20 other women or men, you know, and just go ahead and let things be. You know, get busy into work and doing whatever it is that you feel like doing, but not something that will cause effects in your life that you can't get out of. And let everything just happen as it will, and pray. Praying is the most important thing. Pray to God that you find that right person, and you know, but you have to be loyal to them and everything else. You can't just go messing around behind their back and that, because that's not healthy. Anyways, I want y'all to know that I love you. Love yourself, love God, and by all means love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.